is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another SEC rival, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Commodores will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Gamecocks offense will start this game off with the football. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Eaton. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Gamecocks are flying down the field. The offense changing the play. Off-play action on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Doors. And they turn. A defensive score.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all.
Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Hold on.
It looked as if they had a chance to tie it, but that goes by the boards as the penalty takes away the touchdown. Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Eaton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Henderson. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers. And defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Eaton. Makes the grab down the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. Give him 6. Touchdown, South Carolina. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having big.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. First down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Eaton. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Got some room, entered to the goal line.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just choose up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The AT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. To the air on first down. Powers through the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll run it from the gun. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Eaton. Makes the grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll knock him down. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
He's got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Got enough space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
South Carolina, 21, Vanderbilt, 7.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner is stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Eaton. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Offense getting set for first down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Touchdown, South Carolina! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Quick release by the QB. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Takes the handoff. It's Amatova. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Commodores line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Eaton. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run play action. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Inside the 40. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Eaton. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Right down the middle. It's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively 1st half. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. What could go wrong did in the 1st half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the 1st half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Using his legs, it's Rojas. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Handoff from the gun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Nice move there. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So
what a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out from the 25-yard line.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. To pick up the first down. The Commodores will punt this one away. Makes the catch at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Henderson. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle of the field. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. They're going to run it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
South Carolina, 66. Vanderbilt, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave him with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. To the air, it's Henderson. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. It'll be a draw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to NC State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's going to run it, and this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David. That's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it to him on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. That 1st down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. They'll give it to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go.
Turning on the Jets. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit.
Number 19, on to punt it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. And now they've lost the ball here. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great play by the defense there, getting to the quarterback, knocking it loose, and falling on the fumble, and now they're giving it right back to their own offense right at the goal line.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So after stumbling around a bit,